Dark screen. Let me just see viewers.
Pull it inside.
Where are the viewers at tonight? I don't think we got anybody waiting to come into this show tonight, to be honest with you.
Thanks for the $1 donation, Lepe77.
Yes, I actually need you to hit that real donate button because we'll have some shit going on tonight if y'all can hear us yet. Yes, we're putting away clips, ashtrays, all that good shit. Yes. Mm-hmm. You always got to put away the ashtray before we get started. Even though folks think we're smoking behind the screen, I think we are actually. But
we smoking them blunts.
Hell yeah, baby. Blunts away.
Actually, ST's the one smoking the blunts.
I do love smoking them blunts. Them damn things are good. Yes, I think we're live, so let me see. Let's take a look at us. Voila! What is going on, folks? It is the True Vapor Show number 189. God damn, it's 189.
Oh, we got a $1,000 donation from Minnesota Clouds. Thank you.
Holy crap, stop the show then. Let's talk about this donation. Well, hold on. Let's talk about it after we get intros out the way. How's it going, everybody? Yes, it is Tuesday. We've got some shit to talk about tonight. But first, let's get these mighty buffets out the way. Take it away, Mr. I got to think of a new name for you, Mark. Something dealing with cameras, but kind of like on the funny side of things. But we'll get there. Anyway, take it away, Mark.
The UL pod and the Quit pod.
Mm-hmm.
Quit, I believe it's called. The Ultra Toner, whatever, 2 with the BTFC and the Rudder with the, I don't know the name of that, but it's from Asmodus. And then juice, we got the banana custard, and we have some loaded, whatever one, cranberry, cranapple, Nixol. Holy shit, it's Nixol.
I'm about to, my heart's about to have an incident. Go ahead.
That's it. Take it away there, Mr. Mike.
Good evening, Greg.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Rudder with Engine V2, raspberry custard, Royal inside there. We have the Primo Vicious Ant 21700 with the Wasp Nano RTA. Got some apricot and cream drip fiends inside there. Vaping on the Jackaroo mod with Jackaroo tank, and inside there we got some Taffy Splash. And am I vaping anything else? Oh, hell yeah, I'm also vaping on the Caliburn with some strawberry. That's it, small buffet today.
Nice. Thank you for the donation there, Tally Vapes. He said he donates $5, and that's what he donated. So, again, thank you. All right, tonight, what am I vaping on?
Is that like Taliban vapes?
It could be. I don't know. I think this is the Colossal from Asmodus with the Wasp Nano on there. What else? Got the Topside Single with the Drop Solo. Also, my old trusty, the Boxer 21700 with that little girly freaking scent screen tank. Juices on vaping. Got some of that Brad's Brew Yummy. Also got some of that Apocalyptic. Excuse me, I'm leaving some letters off there. And some of that Mama's. What the hell is that shit? Nana Nut Swirl. That shit is good right there. Can't forget this. I got me a Caliburn, and yes, folks, these are the best pod systems on the face of this planet as we speak right now until the next best one comes out. So, also rocking the Anakin DV. So there you go. Oh, Nick Salt's PB and Jam Monster. That is good shit right there. I might clear that bottle out. I'm going to have to get something else there pretty soon, but I think I missed a donation, so let me back my shit up. Thank you for the donation there, Zach. ST, I wish I could be as old and as wise as you are. Have a good show, you guys. Thank you, Zach. One day you will be as old as me. So, anyway. Folks, let's get down to business. Even though this is going to be a very, very short segment, because I don't believe to know it all, and I don't sit here and preach a bunch of shit. I don't know what I'm talking about. But if you have not heard, Scott Gottlieb stepped down today. He has resigned today. And what it means for us as a vaping community, industry, all that good stuff, I don't know. I don't know if it's what's going to happen now.
El Chapo's taking his place.
Really?
Yep.
Damn. Well, there you go. I guess we've got it made then, because we know what that man is capable of doing. So
everything will be legal.
But again, if y'all did not heard Scott Gottlieb, I hope I'm pronouncing his name. I don't know. He did resign today. I found out, I think, about 2 or 3 today, and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck's going on here? So I don't know if that was something that people knew that was going to happen eventually, or if this was just like a surprise all of a sudden, or what. But it tripped me the hell out. So, yeah, this shit's crazy. In a crazy industry that we live in already. And it made me think of this earlier. Everybody's out for this industry. The FDA. I mean, everybody. YouTube doesn't even like the vaping industry. And it's scary to be in this, because this has saved so many lives, and they just want to take it from us. But I don't know. We could preach that till we're blue in the face, but at the end of the day, it's that almighty dollar that counts. And if we ain't got the dollars, we don't count. But pretty fucking crazy though. Gosh damn it. I meant to be a little bit better on my game. I got to do this real quick, but I've had a lot of things going on today, so I apologize that I have to do it this way.
What are you doing?
I want to give a big shout out. I had one of my subscribers contact me earlier. He's on Facebook. He follows a lot of the shows and everybody, but he goes by the name of Tack Dominic. Y'all send your prayers and thoughts out to this man. He had his foot amputated yesterday because he's got chronic diabetes. And he asked if I would give him a shout out tonight. He's feeling real down. So everybody give Tack, that is TACT, give that man a shout out right now.
Yeah,
let him know that you think about him. Show him some love in chat. Brother, I can't even imagine what you're going through. I hope I never have to imagine what you're going through, but I am sorry for you, man. I hope everything that can go good for you in life that's the way it's gonna go for you from here on out. But I do hate to hear that.
Yeah.
But
quick questions. I know you talked about the Gottlieb thing.
Yeah.
Opioid epidemic. So vaping is.
That's what pissed me off. So if you Google this bullshit and you look at it, they tie the two in together. Vaping, and I'll tell you what, hell, I'll read this shit straight off the fucking press.
Just to let everyone know, remember what I'm saying here. This is not from research or anything, but what I think. I'm playing devil's advocate. I think that by him not being in the FDA anymore, it's going to be bad for us. The reason why I think he stepped down is because of all the pressure he's getting from all the haters of vape products. And I guess he couldn't deal with it no more.
I can only imagine as much stuff has gone on in the past 2 years in this industry that there was a lot of weight on this man at this point. Well, no longer. He's free of it now, but I mean, it sucks. But this is what they've got on CNBC, as much as you want to believe that bullshit. But their title is FDA Chief Gottlieb resigns as agency battles teen vaping opioid crisis. That, my friends, has got to be the stupidest fucking title to something because it makes it look like the two go together, and it doesn't. And folks are going to run with that shit. So it's, again, wherever somebody can get a dig in on this industry, they will fucking stick the biggest shovel they fucking can in it. But I don't know. It's a lot of crazy shit going on. But this industry is just steadily being picked away at. And, man, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know where we're going to be standing here pretty soon. I'm almost, and we've talked about this a lot, and we talk behind closed doors a lot too. But my belief gets stronger and stronger that a lot of us that's been doing this forever, that refuse to quit doing it, this is going to turn into an underground industry. It's going to be a black market. So you're going to have to start to know people. You're going to feel like you're doing something criminally wrong by looking for this stuff. And it feels like this is the direction we're going in.
The good thing to it is all of us are fine because we could find stuff, but it's all the newer vapors and all the smokers that are not going to be able to get a chance to vape.
Exactly, because for one thing, if this industry goes under and you're having to find products through avenues that typically a new vapor is not going to go through, first of all, somebody that's trying to get off cigarettes that might have heard of this is not going to know what direction to go, what to get. He's not going to have that option of maybe being able to try something or anything like that. He's got to hope whatever he orders is going to be what he needs.
Yeah.
And that's going to deter so many people from getting off cigarettes and getting on to a better lifestyle here. But, you know, that's why I've always made the push, and I've always told smokers, you need to start vaping. You need to get away from fucking cigarettes. They're no good for you. You need to do it now. Don't sit here and say, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll make that my New Year's resolution next year. Next year is too long away. You need to do that shit right now. So, but, dude, I don't know, man. What you think about this shit, Mark? What direction you think this industry is going to be going in?
I don't know, because I don't follow politics because I don't know much about politics, but it just seems like every couple months it's like, this is the big one. This is the big one. And it never feels like the big one. But maybe this is, I don't know.
It is.
Why is it such a bad thing that he stepped down? I mean, why?
I mean, he was a supporter. I mean, he was for the vapors. He wasn't, somewhat quite against them. So
we don't know who's gonna.
Yeah, we don't know who's gonna step in. I mean, whoever comes into place now, it'd be like, oh hell no, vaping. We got to get this shit off the books. So I mean, at the end of the day, you can be like, oh shit. So again, let me state this. I'm like Mark. I'm not somebody that keeps up with politics, everything that goes on with it. It's hard for me to keep up with everything that's going on in this industry. I try to keep up with as much as I can and then talking to others about stuff. But it seems like there's so much going on. It's hard to ingest everything that's happening out there right now. But I don't know if this was good or bad. I don't know. I've heard some people say, hey, and this is just today, I've heard some people say, hey, it might be a good thing, it might not. I don't have an answer for why it could go either way, It's
That's
just,
what I'm wondering. Like, it might be a good thing. It might be a bad thing. I don't think we really know yet.
Yeah. So it's,
I mean, we can predict all day long, but that's what we've been doing for the past couple of years now, is predicting what's going to happen. And we just have to live like every day and every week as it comes.
Yeah, and I'm certain there's going to be a lot going on in chat. I mean, at the end of the day, now there was one thing that I did read in here. Of course, I mean, they can put anything in. They said a big reason, and it's like one of the number one things, the reason he is resigning is to spend more time with his family.
Yeah, that's not believable.
Now, I don't know if he's at quite that age of retiring to go spend time with family, but even though I wish I was, but it just happened today too, so I don't have all the exacts. I've got people I can go to get pretty good information off of this, but again, this just happened today. That's why I'm not going to sit here and try to spew a bunch of shit out like I know everything, which clearly I don't, and I will state that. But
yeah, everybody can speculate why he stepped down. Like Pal 702, he said he could have stepped down because he didn't agree with how hard they want to come down on vaping. Nobody knows if it's going to be good or bad. Exactly. Like, we don't know. Yeah. It could be fucking the best thing that ever happened, but it could be the worst.
I mean, you could very likely, it's not unheard of, you could have somebody that takes that position, whoever's next in line or however that shit works, could come in with the same thought, same attitude, maybe even work twice as harder at it and actually do something for this.
Yep.
Or you could have somebody to come in that'd be like, hell with these folks. Let's get them off the books. Let's get this shit out of here. Big Pharma and all the motherfuckers are paying me the money I need right now. Again, there's so many ways you can go with all this shit right now. So
there's a believable comment right there from Thomas. What if he got caught doing something dirty and was forced to resign before it went public? That seems to happen a lot. That could be it too.
It does. And shit like that is definitely not unheard of in this day and age. But I don't know, man. It seems like every week it's a fucking slap in the face because something has happened in our industry. And, I don't know, man. It gets me to the point. I don't want to say I'm a worrisome type person, but in my head, with everything that's gone on with this industry, I really do feel a higher percentage that this shit's eventually going underground. That it's going to be a black market for the vaping industry,
Yeah.
You're going to have to say, hey, Jimmy, can you hook me up with that RTA that's coming out of China, buddy? Don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be like your ass is sneaking around to do this shit. And juice, hey, Lord knows what's going to happen there.
Everybody's going to be DIYing.
Yeah.
Selling shit on Facebook, selling stuff on private vape groups.
Dude, you could probably... How much juice you think you're sitting on right now, Mark?
Maybe enough for I don't know, the year, maybe into next year. Well, probably for the rest of the year.
I'm easily sitting on juice for a year. Of course, I got to say 50% of it I couldn't stand, but it would be better than...
Nothing at all.
Well, it would be better than the alternative of like a tobacco flavored juice or something that I can't fucking stand. And I don't care for anything really that's menthol. So, and if that's all you're going to maybe be able to get your hands on or whatever the case might be, you could kind of look at this two ways. You're either sitting on a gold mine or you're sitting on a gold mine. I think that would be one way. But
I think us on the panel, everybody in chat, we'll be fine. Totally fine. it's all the new vapors that are going to be screwed.
Yeah.
That's who it's going to be. Because everyone that makes juice, like all the smaller companies that make juice, they'll still sell their juice like under the table.
See, this is starting to get similar to what happens, and I'm not sitting here saying that something drastic has happened, but what kind of I think is going to start happening happens in the gun world, and I do keep up with that very much. At certain times when certain things happen in this world, dealing with guns, politicians start pushing to ban certain weapons or do this and that. People get scared. And when people get scared, people go buy guns. They go buy a bunch of them because they think, oh my God, they're going to make it to where I can't buy any more guns. It's never happened. And in my mind, that will never happen. If that happens, I hope I'm not around anymore any damn way. But it kind of seems like we're going down the same path almost. I think people are going to really start getting more concerned with this. And they're going to start probably stockpiling, I don't know, maybe so much vape gear, but folks, you got to remember, juice is only good for so long. After a while, because I've had bottles I've never vaped on that have sat in the dark that used to be clear and look like fucking tea now. I mean, it's a proven fact. Juice goes bad. So at some point in time, people like me, Mark, Mike, all of us that do have somewhat of a stock of juice, that shit's going to go bad sooner or later. But
I'm wondering if they ban it or whatever, will they stop the sale of it? That's what I understand. Like, I'm not trying to give the FDA any ideas, but if they wanted to end all this, why not just ban the sale of nicotine to ordinary people? Like, wouldn't that just put a stop on everything, kind of?
I don't know, man. I mean, you
have to need a special license or something to buy nicotine. I would think that would, but I don't know.
But I still think at the end of the day, I think folks are still they're going to find ways to do what they got to do. There's no doubt about that. They are going to find ways to do this stuff. The thing is, the people that know how to do it, are they going to supply it to others?
Well, they will at a nice
at a healthy price, yeah. Yep. But then here we go with the price gouging shit. And see, now I'm turning this show into like a big conspiracy theory type thing. But at the end of the day, this shit's real. I mean, it's no bullshit that shit could go south pretty fucking quick. And things are getting, I don't know, want to say they're getting hairier, but my eyes get open wider, it seems like every day on stuff. So I just pray that this industry at the end of the day is going to survive everything that it has to go through, because again, I do it now. I mean, I got off cigarettes. October, again, I'm 6 years with no cigarette, and that's months away. October will be 6 years for me, and I never in my life thought I'd be able to say that shit. So
if it came down to it, I could vape just nicotine and like VG. I wouldn't need any. I mean, it would suck to not have any flavors, but
oh yeah, that would suck big time.
If it was either like nicotine and VG or nothing at all, I could probably get used to it.
Yeah. Vapros Vape, thank you for the donation. Is the FDA using vaping to distract from opioids? Man, there's no telling what the fucking FDA is doing. No telling. I'm certain if they can compile everything together and try to make it look like it's all one damn thing, I don't know, man. This shit's getting crazy.
I watch all these pill documentaries on Netflix about people having, issues with pharmaceuticals and pills and this and that, and they're blaming everybody. I'm like, blame the goddamn doctors. They're the one giving the shit out. Like,
Yeah, that's true, but
It's crazy.
I don't know, man. I
But it's
mean,
like, we gotta stop this, and I'm like, just fucking get rid of the doctors. Hey,
there's
the shit in the candy.
there's so many damn rabbit holes you can go down with this shit that you'll never see the daylight on it. Never. So, uh, do you still get cravings ever? No, never. I despise the shit. I cannot even. It's nasty. I don't. Mm-mm. So,
Even if I did get a craving, I'd look at the price of cigarettes and I'd lose that craving.
look at Stephen Eagles. Stephen Eagles, if you'd have done that the other way, we'd have been like, damn cool. But I'm going to go ahead and do this anyway. Thank you for the donation there. Donates $100.
Oh, nice. ST, what did I miss? Can you repeat everything over again?
Hold on. I guess I could rewind this show somehow, but
Yeah, sorry. I had the usual
no, you're cool, brother.
going on here. The noise, so.
How you feeling, by the way, man?
I
Everybody.
feel great. I heard some people saying my eyes or I look tired. I ain't tired at all. I'm looking at the. I'll tell you what it is because I'm looking at the feed on Zoom.
Yep.
And we look crystal clear, and when we look on YouTube, we look fucking horrid. So it makes us look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. I'm good.
It takes really, and I've noticed this. If you go back and watch the replay of this after everything's rendered and done its thing, then we're back to looking crystal clear and all that. But during the actual feed, yeah, it does look a little shitty. But so everybody knows Mike was down and out for a little bit. He's done. He did a pretty funny thumbnail yesterday to his videos. So. And I've noticed you've gotten like about 1 million views on it. So if people don't know what's happened to you now, they probably just.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot of dislikes on it. I guess people actually wanted me to be dead.
Oh, damn. Well, that's not good.
Fucked up, man.
Shake, what's going on? Signature tips out there. What's happening, brother?
Yeah, he was actually messaging me. And I told him, I'm live right now.
Yeah, you can just talk and chat there.
Mm-hmm.
I see Christopher Roop out there. What's going on, Roopster?
T-Bisco, Mark in 4K would scare me. Chris, I got your message, brother. Sorry I didn't message you back. I just been a little busy today. Thank you, brother.
Oh, yeah. So Mike is...
my 2 cents on the FDA thing, I already said in my first part where I thought about that might be a bad thing that he stepped down.
Yeah.
But it could also be a good thing because who knows who's going to replace him. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the president puts in somebody, right?
That I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, maybe somebody in the chat could verify that. I'm pretty sure the president is the one that elects who runs the FDA. That's part, So maybe he didn't like what Gottlieb was doing with the whole situation and told him, dude, you need to step down. I'm putting somebody else in. So this might even be a good thing. So it's only time will tell. We shouldn't just sit right now and worry about that. Oh, my God, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
It could go either way. It's a 50-50 thing going on right now. So we'll see what happens.
I guess the only upside to all this is it's not like y'all just got a slap in the face. Because we've had the slap in the face for a couple of years now. It's just another kink in the chain, of things going on. Yes, president appointed. Okay. Yep. So, hold on. There that gentleman is. Philly Ohm Dude. He is the one that I was just talking about, giving a shout out to earlier. I used your other name, but Philly Ohm Dude, there he is. Y'all all give him your thoughts and prayers in chat there. Brother, again, man, when he hit me up, I told him, I said, dude, I'm kind of speechless. I've never had somebody hit me up with a request like that. So I really didn't know how to respond to it. But I'm praying for you, man. You're still alive. That's the big point. But
look at it this way. It's a foot. It could have been worse, like a leg or both your arms. So I would just look at it like, hey, it's only a foot.
Yeah, there we go. God, I thought Mark was really fixing to go somewhere else with this. So
it's bad, but it could have been worse. Think about that. Like, it's not that bad. You know.
But I know your humor, Mark. So I was thinking, oh my God, please don't do it this time. Just don't do it this time. But
Mark, please. Zip it.
You gotta try to stay
Stop,
positive.
Mark. Stop digging the hole. Don't.
So, and I know the answer to this one right here because I'm kind of jumping around now. I'd ask the guys like, hey, what's good come in? But there ain't shit come in. Doesn't look like much or much of. So China's kind of slow about getting some shit out after the new year this time. So that's kind of weird that they're not pushing like they have.
I do have some info on that. Someone told me, I can't remember who it was, that they actually, the factory workers and all that, they actually took an extended vacation.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. 5 weeks.
Damn.
I don't know how true that is. I'm not sure. But, yeah.
I wonder how that shit works out then. Mike Mark ST, do you know the release date for the Caliburn? I believe it's supposed to be at the end of March. I believe. I will say this though.
It's awesome.
I know y'all hate and y'all are sick of us to death talking about pods. But for those of y'all that do like to hear the talk about it, everything I've told you has been correct. This one is like 1,000 times correct. This by far is the best pod right here. No shit about it.
For now, anyways.
For now, yeah. Until next week when somebody else puts one out. I kind of wonder who UL worked with on this one. Because you know they collaborate. I mean, not... They collaborated with a company to do this. They had to have.
Yeah.
I think
It would have been on the packaging.
I don't know, man.
Well, they make good coils.
They do make good coils, but the actual system...
ideas and shrunk them down and put them into a pod. I mean, it's a vertical coil now, right?
Yep.
And all
It's a
the other,
vertical parallel coil.
yeah, all the other pods are horizontal, I believe.
Yep. And it's beautiful.
That might be one of the reasons why the flavor's so good.
I was actually talking to Brad today. By the way, thank you. I do this and then I don't do it, but I'll do it right now. Thank you to the sponsors, Camelot and Brad's. But I was speaking to Brad earlier today, and I know he's about to get these on his site, and he was asking me about it, what I thought. And I told him, I said, dude, you have definitely got to get these right here. I said, these will sell out on your site, depending on, unless there's some outrageous price. If they're expensive, which I don't think they're going to be, people might be like, but if they're at a good price, they won't be able to keep these in stock.
These are $50.
Who said that?
Someone chat said $50. That's a little high for a pod.
Nah, it's not going to be 50.
No?
Yeah, if
Nah,
it's $50,
you see
they
that's
won't
on
sell.
UL site always jacks up the price,
Oh, yeah. You're right.
if that's what it is.
Yeah, don't go off the UL site. They do jack it up.
But I even told Brad, I said, this is the flavor on this one is better than the Orion to me. And that's a pretty bold statement right there, because even though the Orion might not be cosmetically the most beautiful pod system out there, you got to admit it's got damn near the best flavor on it, if anything. And to me, this one blows the Orion away. So
Now, I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Well, not Mark. Mark wouldn't know this. Well, maybe he would. But more for ST. Usually, a pod, for example, the Infinix,
okay.
how many fills do you think of that pod before the pod's no good?
I'd say about that fifth one. Not
About
even
5, right?
about 5. You've lost the flavor on it pretty much.
I'm on 12.
That's
I'm still using the same pod in here that I was testing before I reviewed it. It's still in here.
And
Still going strong. The flavor's still great on it. So I don't know.
folks, I'm gonna show you something too. You've probably seen the videos, and I'll be slapping one out here pretty soon myself. These pods kind of look like just little basic refillable pods you'd see in a lot of them. This thing is banging. It is banging.
It's not ceramic. It's a parallel coil, vertical.
Yep.
There you go. I do have a full review on YouTube. Check it out.
So, again, if you're into the pod systems, I guarantee you, if you've got 20 of them laying there, you will slide them all to the side. This is the one you'll use until something can beat this out, and it's gonna take something real damn good to be able to beat this one out right here.
Mm-hmm.
So you guarantee, so if someone doesn't like it, you're going to refund their money?
I'm not refunding anybody's money.
Oh, well.
But I will throw the guarantee down that it is. I can at least do that shit, but...
The one thing I wish you could do with it is deactivate the fire button.
That would be...
It'd be nice if there was maybe a 3-click option to switch it to just be an auto draw.
Yeah.
Another 3 clicks, maybe, just to make it where you use the fire button, and 5 clicks off. I think that would have made it just perfect.
That would be cool. Because the way auto draw actually hits on this is what a lot of the pod systems hit with an actual button that you have to press. Because the ones that are running both, like the DV, for example, when you take a hit on this on auto draw without the button, it's not instantaneous at all. You can just barely start hitting this, and it's whoosh, it's hitting you already. So it is fast. So, somebody asked me if I was having issues with my drop solo. No, I have never had an issue with mine, but if you'd like to put the issue you're having in chat, we could probably help you with your issue, maybe.
Another thing is people are saying it's out of stock. That must be doing good. It hasn't been released yet.
Yeah.
It's going to be available sometime, maybe the next 2 to 3 weeks. It will be on the websites everywhere for sale. Someone said they were having a problem with something?
Yeah, a drop solo, and I was curious to see what kind of problem they would be having. I guess it'll come up here shortly.
I've gotten UL's new Squonk mod. I haven't tried it yet, but it's not really... I'm not really too excited about it yet, but got it.
So let's say, put it back together. And let's say you want to take the top cap off the RDA. Let's show everybody.
You gotta hold it. You want to make sure if you do that, you gotta hold it like this. Or don't hold it like that because you'll push the button. So hold it like this at the top and pull it off.
Oh, God.
It's kind of cheesy, but I haven't tried it yet. They don't want me to review it, so that tells you something.
I'm still waiting.
Kathy, have your husband maybe pull off the piano black top off the reroad. I don't know what you want me to do for you. Do you want me to come to your house and remove?
ST, what nicotine are you using? In this, 48 Nick Salt on that, and then on my other stuff, I'm 3. I never seen the follow up to the other question.
Over drip rip. If you have the drop dead, you could use this. I think you could use the squonk pin from that. Drop dead.
Mike Vapes, do you know if UL still makes coils for a lot of other companies?
That info, I'm not sure. I know that's what we heard a while ago when they first came out.
Yeah.
They still could be. I'm not sure.
Yeah, about 2 years ago, we heard that they basically had a company and they mass produced for many of different other companies for their coils. So
Overdrip says sell extra 510 pins. What, squonk pins? It's a good idea. Maybe I'll get it when I get the order, and maybe I'll get them.
Well, what you could do is just buy one, take the pin, and then just return it.
There you go.
And just keep the pin.
ST, should I email you again about winning Camelot 3 weeks ago? Brother, I don't. You'll have to let me go back in my notes and look at that shit.
He is having troubles getting the top off the drop solo. Have your wife do it. No, I'm just joking. You know what helps, just to be serious note right here? Rubber gloves, or like one of these like jar openers, like the rubber jar opener thingies, something like this. You get a nice grip, twist, pull.
Yeah. And then what you need to do afterwards, get a little bit of E-juice, put it around those O-rings, so it should go back and forth easier.
I need the normal pin. Well, take the normal pin out, put the squonk pin in, and then refund it. Look in the box, and the next person that buys it is going to get screwed. And then they can return it and say, hey, I didn't get my 510 pin.
What's up? I see Tenacious TX, Mr. Stan. What's going on, brother? I ain't even commenting on Mark's shit right now. Like I've had to use pliers. Man, I've used all kind of shit on all different array of stuff. I've put in towels inside of pliers, and I've gotten all kind of shit out in different ways.
Well, I understand there's some people that have like arthritis in the hands. It's hard for them to get a grip.
Yeah.
That usually happens. That could be the case.
I guess you're an ass now, Mark. Thank you, Overdrip Rip. We know that. We know that.
I did that shit a lot. Like, not with vaping, but I'd buy something and something's missing or broke. I just take it out, return it, get it.
Yep. But your best bet, if you're having troubles with your drop solos, just send an email or a private message to Brian Herb, TVC. We'll take care of you.
He will definitely take care of you.
Oh, he'll be pissed if you that I just said that.
A lot of times we've heard that he does in the past. He'll send you like a whole skid of them. So, yeah, definitely.
There's really nothing we could do. I don't know what the message does. It's like, I don't manufacture it. It's good to know that there's an issue with something, but how could we possibly help? I don't know. It's not like we have a warehouse of products here, of that product.
The only one that the cap would get so tight. I had one where I had to throw it out. I just couldn't get it off.
Well, now he's talking about the drop solo.
Oh.
The first drop that came out, and it wasn't all of them. It was just that first batch. There were some O-rings that were getting, and I used to sit here to Mark going, dude, there's no way it can be that tight. And mine, like, all of a sudden started getting like, holy crap, I can't get it off. But like I said, that was just on that first run, so.
I've never had that happen. It's so weird.
I think Brian did that special just for us on our shit, but. What number is Garrett throwing out in chat? Oh, that's Brian's personal phone number right there. So y'all take that number down and give him a shout. He's probably sitting by the phone waiting on you right now. So
I do not have the profile RTA. That is
nobody
yet.
has that. Eric says put it in the freezer.
I tried that before. It didn't work, but it might work. It works for shit, but
back in the day, that's what everybody used to say. Put it in the freezer and it'll work. And I never ever tried doing anything like that because it just didn't seem feasible that something like that would work. But
I think that's for when threads like seize together, not so much for O-rings. I don't know.
Yeah.
Brian's accountant wants to know, y'all excited to take Brian's new private jet out for NVE? Wow,
yes.
Really?
Yes.
He sent me pictures of the inside. Beautiful. I can't wait.
Oh, we got a little troll in here. How you doing, Paul? I see you've been trying to make little comments. You must be one of
That's Frank. That's that Frank Rizzo guy that gets banned everywhere, and now he's Paul Rizzo.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me go on and take care of you because little babies need to be taken care of. Bye. See ya. So, I don't know where Greg's at tonight. Greg took the night off on me. But so other than that, yeah, it been kind of somewhat of an eventful day there, finding that news out earlier, and you know, we've all been. Me and Mark actually have been the two that's been behind the scenes doing this. We're getting Mike's GoFundMe prepared.
What?
But me and Mark, I mean, we've been going back and forth on how we want to present this, but we still haven't got it all down yet, but we're working on that one, so that one will be coming pretty soon. It'll be releasing on Mark's channel anyway, but the freezer worked on my Twisted Messes Pro top cap when nothing did. Okay. It's just something I never tried. I don't know. Yep. I do want to say this, though. I am happy that Mike is back with us, even though he hasn't missed a week. But Mike was down and out there for a while, and we were pretty concerned about him. But I'm glad you're feeling better now. I know you still got a few little more obstacles to go through before you get in the green light to be like, I'm done with this shit. But
yeah, we'll see. Just take it one day at a time.
Yes, sir.
But I felt good today. I actually, last night I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm probably not gonna even do a review today, film a video. I'm just gonna take it easy. I got up this morning. I felt freaking good. I was like, let's do this, and I put up a video today. So
nice.
Yeah.
And I know that I see Mark kind of took the easy way out today, so I was like checking just to see who dropped videos today, and Mark drops a fucking
screwdriver,
coil and jig, whatever the hell it might be. He didn't even open up with like an intro. He just went straight to the up and close.
And a kit that was designed like 3 years ago. Like, all right, you want me to do a video? I'll do a video on this.
I guess they feel there's still hope for something like that, even though there's like 10 million products already out there in the industry.
So,
it never ceases to amaze me, but
like, you do realize that no one uses these things anymore, right? But all right.
Yeah, I know. Shit. Well, why don't we do this? Mark, you want to pull up a little randomizer and let's start doing some stuff from the sponsors. Here we go. Tyler, we got that one handled. Me and Mark's got that handled. No needing you creating one. So tonight, let's start off doing Brad. So these giveaways tonight are, again, if you don't keep up with this show, it's first time, these are for U.S. residents only, per the sponsors. Tonight, Brad is giving away a profile, get this, a profile RDA. Folks probably thinking, damn, did he get an RTA or something like that? No, he is doing the profile RDA, so that's pretty cool. Mike, can we get a number from you?
Of course. Number 2.
There it is.
Oh, hold on, we got an issue here. Hold on, misspelled the website. There we go.
Here we go.
Number 2 is going to be Dripped Out Nick. Dripped Out Nick.
There you go. Hold on there, Dripped Out. Let's get this second one. So,
What country do you think he's from?
yeah, which one, Mark? Let's get a good
He
guess.
sounds Michigan, and he's probably underage.
That's
I don't
that's what I wanted to hear right there.
Thank you.
Okay. On Camelot, he is giving away the apocalyptic line. So, to my knowledge, that is going to be 500 mils of juice you're getting, which means you're getting 5 bottles, 100 mils. These are right here. So, Mike, can we have a second number, please?
Yes. 61.
61.
He's checking on my age again. It's always got to be them jokes in there.
Mm-hmm.
61 is Melanie Gardner. Congratulations.
Congratulations. All right. All y'all need to do is contact me at stvapes72@gmail.com. I need you to send a photo ID with address and birth date on there. And please title your email for your winnings. I know it's only 2, but a lot of the times I don't look at these till the next day. So do that for me, and we will get y'all set up. And the other gentleman out there in chat, I will check on your stuff, and I will email you back and let you know what's going on there.
What the hell is a Swami hat?
What is a Swami hat?
Dano136 says I need a Swami hat.
The fuck is a Swami hat?
I want to Google it right now.
It better be something good.
Swami hat. What the? It's like a genie hat, kind of.
Dude, that would be pretty cool right there.
Yeah, that's
Is it
not
good?
really my style.
Does it got the big fat jewel like up in the top?
It's got it's like a big old. It looks kind of Indian. I think the guy that works at Dunkin' Donuts wears one of those. I could ask to borrow his
Don't you have like a certain community where you see a bunch of those?
turban. What is that, like an Indian thing?
I don't know. And I'm not even going to get started because you'll go down the wrong path with this shit. It never fails.
Himself another hole.
It
I
never
got a whole
fails.
collar on my head. Oh, yeah.
That's Indian, Mark. Thank you very much. But, Mark, I'd like to make this a permanent outro to the show now. Did you have to chase down Amazon in the neighborhood today?
That would be a negative. No deliveries today. Thank you.
Damn. That could be a pretty cool segment right there. You ought to have somebody hold a camera while you're in the wheelchair or whatever, going through the neighborhood chasing that joker down.
You know how funny that'd be if some fat dude in the wheelchair, like going through a trailer park, chasing that UPS truck or something. Hey, you got my package. That would be hilarious.
That would be awesome. I know I'd be here crying, laughing about that shit, but
Luckily, I'm not in a wheelchair, so not yet, anyways.
yeah, you're pushing that boundary though. But anyway, so folks.
Oh, I got a question.
Oh.
Lisa, what is your thoughts on the Scott Gottlieb sudden resignation?
Lisa, go back to the beginning of this show. We got you covered right there. How about that?
Oh, I didn't know we talked about it. All right.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think we're. Yeah, that's. I mean, the title of the show kind of says it all. But any other questions before we leave out? I'll look because we still technically got 6 more minutes.
It's been way too cold to do my dare that I had to do on the vape team. I'm still waiting for the weather to pick up. I will do it. I promise you.
See, what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to hold off till summer and just let folks forget about it because I know I've completely forgot about it.
Once at least we're in the 50s, I'm going to do it. One day, degree weather. I got to run over my underwear.
I don't think it's gonna happen, man.
It's going to happen. Let me see the weather. Anything good coming up?
I mean, you could make a trip down here this weekend. It's supposed to be warm here. You can't do it in my neighborhood, but we'll take you somewhere and get it done.
We got next Wednesday, day before I leave, it's supposed to be 49. It might happen next Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah. I think you should do it. What are y'all going to do y'all talked about next week? Because Thursday, I think gonna be many. Well, Mike and Bryant. Well, Matt's flying into to Brian's house that Thursday. You're gonna be gone.
I'll be at the hotel by the time the show starts.
Yeah, but we know how your internet. You always seem to get a hotel room that's got the shittiest internet connection.
That is true. I've never been to a hotel that has good internet. Like never in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll discuss it on Thursday.
Yeah.
Figure out whether we're gonna do a show the following Thursday.
I guess that weekend that everybody's gone, I'll just go live all weekend because I'll be the only one not there, and I'll just be sitting at the house going, yippee. But anyway, all right, we're going to get out of here. I thank y'all as always for joining us. I hope we somewhat kept you entertained this evening. Don't forget tomorrow night, Never Heard of Them with Mr. Heavy Metal Vapor. Thursday night, I guess the Vape team is back, I guess. You never know now. It's getting kind of hit and miss with them. And then, which I give prompts to, don't forget the Vape Wives on Saturday night. And then Sunday night, you're going to see all our faces again. I don't know, man. Shit's getting pretty, shit's getting a little crazy over there on your show on Sunday nights.
Is it?
No,
I thought it calmed down a little bit.
It actually calmed down quite a bit. You cut the show down to an hour or a little over, which in my eyes seems to be pretty good, but
no complaints yet.
Yep. So, all right, folks, we're out of here. Thank you for joining. Y'all have a good one. We'll catch you somewhere. I don't know where, but we'll catch you. Peace, all that good shit. Bye.